I find it funny when a lot of people want to scream Black Lives Matter, but then they want to turn on Cardi B and Megan the Horse in their radio stations. The blatant hypocrisy of liberal females in today's world is nuts, but specifically talking about the so called black female, your representation in this world are a bunch of lesbians, indecisive hood boogers, and just whores, period. Why do you think all the music that's on the radio in the urban crowd is nothing but a bunch of bitches talking about nothing? Spreading their legs, talking about getting the bag, getting this fucking type of designer. They not talking about nothing with no substance. We not hearing no Lauryn Hills. We hearing a bunch of Cardi B nonsense. All this strip club music. There's straight and narrow so-called black women out here that's solid doing their thing, but that's far and few between. We talking about the vast majority. All the other nations around this world know about the so-called black woman, but the so-called black woman don't know a fucking thing besides opening up her legs and her mouth. A lot of people ain't gonna be feeling that, but like, yo, listen, this is facts over feelings. We all got our flaws, but if we trying to build in the so-called black community, the woman got to look at herself. We protest, we boycott all the dumbest shit that don't got nothing to do with nothing. We want to talk about boycotting Starbucks, this store, because he said some stupid shit. Meanwhile, we're not looking at sisters out here getting pimped for dollars, literally. We talking about public prostitution on a daily basis. So-called black men don't own these radio stations. They don't own these magazines. They don't own these apps. All these so-called Caucasians do. You feel me? So y'all getting pimped by them. So when we want to make a comment on what you wearing or whatever, you automatically get defensive. You want to get treated like a so-called woman, a lady. Meanwhile, you're out here dressed like a hooker, a whore, a jump off, skin tight jeans, skin tight dresses that you gotta pull down every minute, pumps and heels and all this nonsense, fake eyelashes and weave, all that unnatural shit that you don't even need. Turn on the TV, turn on the phone, whatever the fuck, all you see is broads talking about nothing nowadays. Because the images that they see on TV, they like, if she was a whore and she got to where she got, I guess it's cool to be a whore. Literally, that's what people are thinking nowadays in 2020, man. But I'm just pointing this shit out because, yo, so-called black woman, to the one that's out there with a good head on her shoulders, that critically thinks, that's about her business, that doesn't spread her legs for any fucking goofball that she might think is cute. You know what I'm saying? I want to be out here, want to be a wife, want to be a mother, good citizen, a good sister, so on and so on. It's not all on y'all. The problem is a lot of so-called black men, yes, motherfuckers want to be simps, keep supporting this nonsense like we never seen some ass and titties. Like you turn on the phone, you're going to see ass and titties. There's nothing new about that shit. But the problem is this image is getting pushed on a fucking daily basis to the point that you're basically going to think that it's normal and it's not. Y'all want to talk about so-called Black Lives Matter and whatnot, but this shit matters right here. We can't only hear y'all pop out when it's a fucking racially motivated killing. Understand, yo, we got to do better, and it starts with the inside, period. Because if you're looking from the outside in, my perception is all so-called black women are whores. I know that statement isn't true, but you got to understand how the outside's looking in. Why you think they look down at you? Why you think you get no respect? Because your image all over the world is a fucking whore, a single baby mother, all that shit, all negative fucking images, dude. We don't see any images of so-called black women out here raising families with the so-called black men coming in the house from work or whatever. We don't see none of that shit. Not in movies, nothing. And if the dude is in the picture, he's a fuck up. And then the fucking sister gets saved by the white knight at the end of the night. But let's play this shit because the straight and narrow heterosexual so-called black woman is getting replaced by the trans woman, the whore woman, and lesbians. Y'all don't believe me? Let's check it out.
We're back with an Emmy nominee from Orange is the New Black, the star of the upcoming film Promising Young Woman. Please.
This is a goddamn shame. I don't give a fuck what anybody got to say. This dude right here has an identity disorder. He wants to be a fucking woman. I'm a man. I could not ever figure out why another man would like another man over a woman. I'm asking for a friend because that shit doesn't make any sense. Women are beautiful. They're essential when they're in their right mind. But what the fuck makes a man want to be with another man? We have to figure that out. We have to go to the root of the problem. And it's not because he just wants to be a fucking woman, man. Something happened to that man. Period. But you got this man thinking that he could be a better woman than you, so-called black woman, and y'all think that shit cute, or when somebody say that, he has to be homophobic. Nah, the shit ain't right, period, point blank.
Laverne Cox.
These 2020 nominees are all music powerhouses. And whether performing individually or collaborating, they have given us some of the biggest hits of the year.
Here are the nominees for favorite rap hip-hop song. Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion, WAP. DaBaby featuring Roddy Ricch, Rockstar. Roddy Ricch, The Box.
Now, out of those three choices, I would have went with The Box. That Roddy Ricch was all right. I kept hearing that here and there and whatnot. But we already know who won this shit because you could catch the drift of the video.
And the American Music Award goes to... Get a bucket and a mop. It's some wop, wop, wop. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
It's a goddamn shame, yo. Period, man. I'm going to keep shaking my fucking head because y'all don't understand the imagery of this. You have a nigga bitch presenting the award to a fucking sex slave of the industry, and that's the so-called black man that is God to all these fucking simps out here in this fucking world, yo. This is your representation, so-called black woman, in case you haven't noticed. What is the difference between that broad and the broad that's on the corner? What is the difference between that broad and the broad that got the phone in the telephone book, man?
First of all, hey y'all! Thank you, everybody, from me and Cardi. We super appreciate this. Thank you to all the people that supported. Thank you to all the people that support and all the people that show love. We super appreciate it.
All the whores are in the country. I mean, look at this, man. You gotta be shitting me, dude.
And just thank you, God. Thank you, Mom.
What God is you thinking? Cause you not thinking the same higher power that we on, man. You think it's a Lucifer, some old other entity, man. We not on the same boat. Cause you already sold out and it's proven in that video. They telling y'all in their video that they sex slaves, man. Period, point blank. They in a house, chains on. That's on another note though. But this is all we see with this broad. She doesn't talk about anything with any substance other than what? Her dry ass, punani. What else? Haven't we heard before? This is your representation, black woman. Y'all gotta understand that. If y'all want to do better, y'all deserve better, so on and so on. Yo, we gotta start eliminating the negative images, period. You gotta understand we don't promote these. These people are bought and paid for. We gotta stop worshiping celebrities. Perception is reality. You wanna have a better imagery of yourself. You wanna have a better idea or a better perception for the masses to receive of yourself. All these imageries of this horse shit, this thought culture, all that stupid nonsense where everybody jumping on OnlyFans. That shit has got to be a dub. We got to throw that shit in the trash can. Unless y'all want to be whores, then y'all going to be lonely and 40 with a box of wine and some cats. But that's up to y'all. But don't blame the so-called black man when he try to tell you maybe you should throw something else on. Perception is reality, man. Remember, so-called black woman, they trying to replace you with a nigga bitch and a whore. Period. Stop trying to compare yourself to Michelle Obama. Fuck that broad. We don't give a fuck about that. Stop worrying about celebrities and all that nonsense. We're regular Joes out here. We all working. We all gotta go to the grocery store when we hungry and shit. Humble yourself.